Hello everybody, let me put you a little bit higher. Today I am doing a haul. Are we surprised? It's more books, but I went to Lakeside today and I got a few bits and bobs here and there, and I thought I'd just include it in this mainly bookish and more bullet journaling stuff haul. I know I've literally just put one up, but things happen. These things just happen. Let's start off with the non-bookish items real quick. So my partner got me this lovely Stranger Things, what do you call these things? Dressing gown. It's got, not that you can see, but it says Stranger Things on the back, and it's got warmth, of course, because I'm always stealing his one. A nice hood, and it's red inside a little bit. I really like it. It's super comfy, and I will be wearing it for the entirety of this video. And to match, because again I'm always stealing his slippers, I got the Stranger Things slippers, which look really soft and cool because they kind of fit you like a sock, like, you know how they hug on. So yeah, it's that time of year and I appreciate more layers because heating and gas is bloody expensive. And as we was in Primark anyway, I saw this, and it is a guy's fit, but whatever. It is the Nickelodeon 90s collection of pyjamas, and I was excited to see this because a couple of years ago I saw them in the girls aisle and I only got like one set, and it was for Rugrats, and I was like gutted that I didn't pick up some more pieces. But this one has, it's like a strip. If you can see the cartoon image, it's like a strip, and it's got like famous or favourite like characters and stuff from different things. So it's got like Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, is that it? I think that might be it. The Wild Thornberries, yeah, SpongeBob, Cat Dog. Very happy, and it's just got like grey pyjama bottoms, so I got it in a baggier size because I feel like it would fit nicer, you know, random. But I also got this back rub wash thing for the bath because it's a hard to reach area, you wouldn't believe, and this was on offer, so again my boyfriend got one and then half price on the other, so I've got the other one. And actually the first place I went to was Lush because I had a load of stuff to give back for their recycling, like their black pot things, and I wasn't sure what exactly counted again, so I just took everything I had, and then I ended up bringing home a couple of spares just so I could save it up for next time, because I only take 5, like lots of 5s at a time, and I had like an odd number, but they still collected like my lip scrub jar and my like spray. So they take the black pots like these, and like the see-through pots that you have like the jelly masks in, or the toothpaste jelly in. So anyway, I exchanged it for a fresh face mask, so I need to chuck this in the fridge shortly because it's been sitting out in a warm bag for like 9 hours. And this is the Catastrophe Cosmetic fresh face mask. I told her that my skin is oily combination, very much oily around this area now, obviously because of the masks, and very sensitive as well. I said I've got eczema on like the rest of my body, but it doesn't really come up too much on my face, but I would say it's sensitive. So she recommended this one, and it says exceedingly gentle and reassuring when disaster looms, a comforting blend of chamomile blue and rose absolute what? This comforting blend of chamomile blue and rose absolute calms things down. And she said it's that stuff, you know, like when you're little and you get chicken pox and you put that chamomile lotion on it. It's that, but I think she said the powder, so it's mixed up in like a clay. There's no exfoliating properties in this, it's just like a clay mask that dries down, very soft. So, oh, it smells really good. Oh, that smells like Parma violets. But that's weird because it's rose, not lavender. How lovely is that? Again, I've said before, whenever I've got like floral fragrances of late, it's like my senses are attuned more to it, because I could give this to me like 5 years ago, I would have hated it. But this smells so nice and relaxing. I think she said it's got, each pot has like 9 blueberries smushed into it as well, so it's got blueberries. Should we turn on this little light as well, just in case? I feel like I'm a little bit dark. There we go, that's much better. Right, so let me show you that again, because I feel like the effect was lost in the dinginess of the light in there. But how cool is that? Looks really nice. So I'll be having fun with that tonight. Maybe tonight actually, yeah. Maybe tonight when we're watching more Haunting on Hill House. My boyfriend kind of got me some of the Lush Halloween stuff when he went up to a Lush shop on his own, and he got this one, which I don't know what it's called. I think it's a cat. I don't know what it smells like either, but it kind of smells like sort of minty. He got me the Ghost in the Dark soap, which I've had before, and it's really cool because it glows in the dark. This is what this little dude looks like. And he smells like lemon. Very zesty. And he also got me one of the pumpkin bath bombs, which I have recently just used up. So yay, thank you very much to him. Right, then I think I will go into the books now and then finish off with some like bookish stationery fun. So I got a few books in H&V. We were just popping in there and I saw a couple of books that I had my eye on and I thought, okay, let me just get them. I got Harleen because I've seen this doing the rounds a little bit. It's expensive, I know. But I really like this illustrator and author. I read, I think it was like Black Magic before, and I read it through NetGalley a few years ago, and it was following like this cop who delves in like witchcraft or something. And the author is, I think it's Stephen Sejic. I think it's a version of Stephen. Interesting, but I don't know how you actually pronounce that. And yeah, I like the way his art is and how he's got like a dark tone to his stories and stuff, and obviously that's very fitting for Harley Quinn. And I also read another one, Death Vigil, I think it might have been called, and I think that was a free to read one on DeviantArt. But yeah, so it says it's basically like the backstory of Harley Quinn. Just reimagined, you know, all of these things end up getting redone by different artists taking a different style on it and stuff like that. But it's a lovely hardcover edition. It's massive. Yeah, it just says a young psychiatrist. Why does that sound wrong? With a potential cure for the madness that haunts Gotham City, Dr. Harleen Quinzel must prove her revolutionary theory to a skeptical establishment by delving into the disturbed minds of Arkham Asylum's deadliest inmates. But the more time she spends with her criminally insane subjects, the closer she is drawn to one patient in particular, and the further she falls away from reality. So yeah, it's just about her origin again. I don't think I've ever sat down and properly read an origin story of her. I know it, I'm familiar with it, but I've never actually read it. It's only been in like recent years where I've delved more into the superhero comic genre. I usually just stick to Marvel and DC for those things in terms of like media, TV shows and movies and stuff. I don't usually read them as comic choices. I usually go for something completely different, but it's nice to just get that content, you know, that extra content. Sticking with that sort of theme, I picked up Teen Titans Raven by Cami Garcia, illustrated by Gabriel Piccolo, sorry. And this, again, I think it came out last year or the year before, and I think there's a Beast Boy one out now. But Raven's my favourite Teen Titan, and I liked the vibe that this was doing. It almost seems like more modern. And the colour palette, sorry, just to flick through, I like that it's relatively dark but hints of purple, and I think the Beast Boy one has hints of green throughout it. So yeah, they're very nice in terms of colour palette. And it just says here, when a tragic accident takes let's start that again. When a tragic accident takes the life of 17-year-old Raven Roth's foster mum and Raven's memory, she moves to New Orleans to recover and finish her senior year of high school. Starting over isn't easy. Raven remembers everyday stuff like how to solve math equations and make pasta, but she can't remember her favourite song or who she was before the accident. And when impossible things start happening, Raven begins to think it might even be better not to know who she was before. But as she grows closer to her new friends, her foster sister Max and Tommy Torres, a guy who accepts her for who she is now, Raven has to decide if she's ready to face what's buried in the past and the darkness building inside her. I'm very, very excited. Yeah, I'm really, really excited to see how they take the story of Raven. And when they finish these, eventually will they meet up to do the Teen Titans, or will they kind of just leave you to your imagination because you already know like the form of them? Do you know what I mean? Right, the other books are from Waterstones, and then everything else is from this really cool brand called Typo that I went into today. I was sort of looking in there and it looked so aesthetically pleasing, and my boyfriend was like, do you want to go in there? I was like, no, it looks like it's going to be expensive, but everything was relatively well priced, so of course I ended up buying too much because everything was like good price, you know what I mean? so maybe we shouldn't have gone in there. But as for books from Waterstones, I've got a few new releases I think, and some older things that I've been keeping my eye on for. Garth Nix's new book, The Left-Handed Booksellers of London. I don't know how I slept on this. One of my friends on Instagram or Bookstagram, Kat from Kat's Reading Corner, reviewed this. I think she had a NetGalley copy, and I didn't know that this was a thing. I clearly have not been keeping up with the news of his new releases, and I honestly don't really know a hell of a lot about this, so let's find out together. In a slightly alternate London in 1983, Susan Hawkshaw is looking for her father, a man she's never met. Crime boss Frank Thringely might be able to help her, but he's just been turned to dust by the outrageously attractive Merlin. Merlin is a young left-handed bookseller, one of the fighting ones, who, with the right-handed booksellers, the intellectual ones, are an extended family of magical beings who police the mythic and legendary old world when it intrudes on the modern world, in addition to running several bookshops. Susan's search begins with a list of possibly misremembered or misspelt surnames, a reading room ticket, and an engraved silver cigarette case. Merlin has a quest of his own to find the old world entity who used ordinary criminals to kill his mother. As he and his sister, the right-handed bookseller Vivian, tread in the path of a botched or covered-up police investigation from years past, they find their quest strangely overlaps Susan's. Oh, I'm very excited, and it's quoted on here by Brandon Sanderson as well, which is nice. Nothing fancy on the naked hardcover by the looks of things, but it has yellow edges, which is really fun. So I'm looking forward to diving into another Garth Nix book. I feel like it could be like middle grade, but I don't know what really is giving me that vibe. It doesn't seem as intense as Angel Mage, which was his latest new release before this one, I believe. Then I picked up this. I kind of went in looking for this and I almost gave up, but I found it at the last minute, and it is The Tunnel of Bones by Victoria Schwab. This is the second book to the, I don't know what the series is actually called, but the first book is City of Bones. Does it have a series name? I'm not really sure. And I was talking about this in a recent video where I discussed like autumnal, Halloween-y kind of books to check out and look into and read, and I was saying to myself, oh, I should really pick up the second book because I enjoyed the first one. And it's basically following a girl and her family, as the parents are like ghost writers. They write books about like haunted places and mansions and stuff like that, and they've just started a TV show basically following on from that, and their first location is Edinburgh in Scotland. And the funny irony behind it is that they're kind of just milking it. They kind of, I think they're kind of skeptical. They don't necessarily believe in ghosts and stuff, it's just kind of their thing, but their daughter Cass actually sees ghosts, and so it's just following that story. And there's a plot in this that you're following, like a very sinister kind of plot. And yeah, I enjoyed the first book and I keep meaning to get the second book. I guess this would be good to read this time of year as well. Then I picked up this, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I follow this guy on Twitter and he has the best tweets, honestly, but I don't think I've ever read any books from him. He's really into like mental health and just advocating that and making it like normalised, and this one sounded amazing. Trigger warning for death and suicide and that sort of thing, but I heard someone talking about it and I hadn't really known what the kind of synopsis of this was before, but after hearing, I can't even remember who it was, but someone talking about it in like a reading blog, I was like, wow, okay, that sounds really interesting. Let me just skim it to make sure it's the same book for sure. Oh, that's really cool. Look at that, it's like it's an actual library book. Let's see if it's got anything on the inside. Oh no, but it's a really lovely colour. It basically sounds like what this person says. I think early on you find out that the main character commits suicide and she finds herself in this midnight library, and what this midnight library is it basically gives her, I think she's called Nora, the opportunity to live her life had she decided to live it differently. So she almost gets to like try on these different possibilities of lives that she could have had. Yeah, and I don't know how that's gonna feel. I don't know if it's gonna make her feel sad or regretful for her decision or what. It's like an in-between sort of place, so she's not like passed on yet. I think this is just like almost like purgatory, but I don't know, it sounds like a more positive take on it, I'm not sure. So it would be interesting to see how this kind of works. I've never really heard of anything like this before. And yeah, if I get to it relatively soon, it'll be my first Matt Haig book, so I'm excited to give his stuff a try, because as I say, I really enjoy his like tweets and what he kind of talks about in terms of mental health and that. Then I got Jacqueline Woodson's Red at the Bone. I recently read If You Come Softly and Behind You, which is her Romeo and Juliet retelling, and they were amazing, so I thought let me try some. I believe these some of her newer works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this came out, was it this year, or I feel like it was relatively soon. Yeah, published January 2020, and it's signed as well, which is awesome. So I don't really remember what this was about, but I knew it was a book that I wanted to read, if that makes sense, because I heard it talked about a lot probably near the beginning of the year. So it says here, an unexpected teenage pregnancy brings together two families from different social classes and exposes the private hopes, disappointments and longings that combine or divide us. Brooklyn, 2001. It is the evening of 16-year-old Melody's coming-of-age ceremony at grandparents' brownstone. Watched lovingly by her relatives and friends, making her entrance to the music of Prince, she wears a special custom-made dress, the very same dress that was sewn for a different wearer, Melody's mother, for a celebration that ultimately never took place. Unfurling the history of Melody's family from the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre to post-9/11 New York, Red at the Bone explores sexual desire, identity, class and the life-altering facts of parenthood, as it looks at the ways in which young people must so often make fateful decisions about their lives before they have even begun to figure out who they are and what they want to be. So it sounds like another emotional read. Another short book, so we'll see how much it can do in the limited time that we've got. But I feel like I might enjoy this one, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. And then lastly for books, this is one I've been wanting to read for ages, and I'm kind of gutted I got this cover, although I think it's beautiful. There was a hardback cover that when it first came out I saw, and it was like almost transparent with the illustration, and I think the illustration of it was underneath the dust jacket, but this one is still lovely, and it is Neil Gaiman and Chris Riddle's The Sleeper and the Spindle, and it's inspired by Sleeping Beauty, yeah, but it's sapphic, I believe. So yeah, and I forgot, I got really excited. I got lots of like little bookmarks that she just gave me, so quickly showing you these one. It says, here's the world's greatest detective, and it's an Agatha Christie's The Killings at Kingfisher Hill book, which is written by Sophie Hannah. This beautiful gold one, which has like a pan sort of character on the back. It says, may your paths be safe, your floors unbroken, and may the house fill your eyes with beauty. Pernicy, Susanna Clark. I'm guessing that's the book. And then this one for another book, it says, oh, this is cute, run wild and free, every day can be an adventure, illustrated by Adam Larkham. Looks like that, and it's for the book of 100 Steps. Captain Sir Tom Moore's 100 Steps. That's really sweet. Yeah, so those are those bookmarks. But the book itself, as I say, it's just like a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, I believe, yeah. Illustrations, just a quick flick through, look really nice. It was the closest kingdom to the Queen's as the crow flies, but not even the crows flew it. You may think you know this story. There's a young queen about to be married. There is some good, brave, hardy dwarves, a castle shrouded in thrones, and a princess cursed by a witch, so rumour has it, to sleep forever. But no one is waiting for a noble prince to appear on this trusty steed here. This fairy tale is spun with a thread of dark magic, which twists and turns and glints and shines. A queen might just prove herself a hero if a princess needs rescuing. So, very excited to see what they do with that. I really enjoy when Neil Gaiman I really enjoy when Neil Gaiman and Chris Riddle join forces and create some beautifully illustrated stories together. So as I say, that's it for the book. Now for Typo, which I think is one of my new favourite shops. First of all, I got this cool tote bag just to put everything in, but I realised I bought a tote bag in that shop, so I could have just put everything in there. So what first drew me in was what they said was book totes, and I thought they had this folded in a way where it looked like literally like a little book tote, like a book bag that you just put your book in. And then as I opened it, I realised it's just a regular tote bag, but by then I was already invested because it was green and tartan and like more put together than your usual like tote bags. So I got this. I absolutely really love it. Anything but ordinary is its little like motto, and it's a really cool kind of shop. I don't even know how to describe it. It's got a bit of everything. It's got like water bottles, a lot of stationery, bags, cool bowls. Like my boyfriend got this really deep ramen noodle bowl with some chopsticks in there. lots of things. Socks, like really funky socks. Not funky as in smelly, funky as in cool. And then I got, for £3 for £5, some stickers. I got these diarrhea stickers. I always forget the name of this show. I used to love it when I was younger. And then I saw this and I thought, okay, hopefully this is going to remind me for life. But it's just some flat stickers that I'm going to probably use somehow in my reading journal. And it just says like, I'm overcome with emotion. I hated everything before it was cool, and then sick, sad world and stuff like that. And then I got these ones which are bubble stickers, and it just says like, hate sucks, how to be a good person, you're strong, brave, worthy, unstoppable, and are whatever you want to be. Things like that. My cat's trying to get in. And the last set of stickers I got is another bubble sticker pack, and it says like, stay out of my DMs, duck in autocorrect, that's the T sis, hold down meal, low no, talk mean to me. Yeah, so these are really cool. I got some more watercolour artist pens. These are artist watercolour brush pens because I ordered some like recently and I've been using them and I really love them, and I just wanted more of a selection because I think there was this whole pack with like greens and blues, but I liked these ones because it included some purples and stuff, and there's a bit of variance in tone. Not that I'm sure you can tell the difference, but hopefully you can see the difference as you like wet them and use them. They're really, really fun. You just add a bit of water and it activates like the ink inside, and it's swashed in watercolour-esque, but without actually like painting, you're just using the pen. It's really fun. I love these. And then I just got a random selection of pens that were like three for £2 and like random amount of prices. So I got this one which is a dependable ballpoint pen. I'm assuming it's in this inky bluish colour. I got this one which is an erasable no commitments fine liner in this colour and in this colour. I don't know if they actually have shades, do they? This is blue, coal blue. Oh no, they're also coal. This is just blue and this is lime green. I got this highlighter that says Square Up Highlighter in just the shade like green, I guess. I got the So Fine fine liner in dark purple. Draw the Line fine liner, water-based, waterproof, non-toxic. And I think this is just in black. The So Fine fine liner in dark blue. The Editor erasable gel ink pen in black. The Draw the Line fine liner in black as well. I got some random like variables just to kind of see like textures and stuff and what works for my book. I got like this random initial pen, I think it is, but it's this lovely like gold, kind of bronze gold colour, and they have like letters for your name and stuff, and I thought this was an I, but it might be an L. So yeah, really excited with these goodies. Yes, oh my god, I just chucked the highlighter somewhere. Okay, I've got it, it's fine. So that is it for this random haul. I know it is a bit extra, especially because I've literally just put up a haul this month, so maybe I'll save it for another month, I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you in another video soon. Bye!
Waste another day, eyes on my display.